From being known as the baddest man on the planet, to even biting one of his opponent's ears back in the day, fans have always been worried about Iron Mike's aggression. And this time, he may have gone too far. Hasbulla recently appeared on Tyson's Hot Boxing podcast, where they both exchanged friendly punches and shared some lighthearted moments. Tyson's social media accounts shared footage of the exchange, and one clip showed him showcasing his trademark peekaboo boxing style.
Ooh, that's a good one.
While Hasbulla tried to land some punches on him. The fun and games continued when Tyson picked up the 3'3" social media star. That was all fine until he pretended to bite his ear. Sure, everyone in the studio at the time found it hilarious, but fans weren't exactly happy about it. First of all, what we need to consider is how this might have made Hasbulla feel. Now, I don't know for sure, but it's possible that he might have felt uncomfortable or even scared by Tyson's actions. After all, the former boxer is a big, powerful guy with a history of aggressive behavior. On the other hand, Hasbulla said that he was honored to meet Tyson and that the ear nibbling was all in good fun. So it's possible that he was okay with what happened and didn't feel violated or threatened. But it's worth noting that he doesn't have a strong grasp of the English language either. This means he usually has to rely on a translator when touring outside of his homeland. And for all we know, this language barrier may have limited him from commenting on the incident with Tyson. So we need to consider whether Iron Mike's behavior was appropriate or not. Now, some argue that it was just a harmless joke, but others found it incredibly inappropriate and disrespectful. Either way, the incident has sparked controversy among fans and viewers alike. As you might expect, the opinions are pretty divided. Some found it amusing, while others took issue with the boxer's behavior. One Twitter user commented that Mike forgot Hasbulla is like 20 inches, while another said Mike picked him up like he was a child and started giving him kisses. This is a 20-year-old man, LOL. Meanwhile, some found it heartwarming and appreciated seeing Tyson's playful side, but others saw it as disrespectful to Hasbulla. The video actually caused some fans to question whether Tyson was aware of Hasbulla's true age and medical condition, but a clip from the Hot Boxing episode shows that he knew Hasbulla's real age and treated him like a child on purpose.
When's your birthday?
7 июля 2002.
And for all we know, Iron Mike was probably just being friendly. He's even gone on record to say that the internet celebrity is just a little baby to him. That makes sense too, because while he's 20, Tyson is pushing 57. This huge age gap hasn't stopped Hasbulla from becoming a viral sensation on social media though. In fact, his popularity is part of the reason why so many people have reacted to this viral clip. But regardless of the reactions, it seems that he isn't bothered by the incident. In fact, he was happy to have had the opportunity to meet Tyson. That still didn't stop some fans from arguing that it perpetuates negative stereotypes about people with dwarfism, and that Hasbulla should have been treated like any other adult. But Tyson is one of the most loved athletes in history, so he continues to be defended by his fans, saying it wasn't a big deal. We gotta realize that all the negative comments about his behavior are somewhat justified. You see, he has had a pretty violent history, back from his glory days as a boxer. I mean, we all remember the infamous incident where he bit off a part of Evander Holyfield's ear during a boxing match in 1997. But then again, apart from this new viral video, he hasn't ever done anything similar since then. Not to mention, it's been a long time since he's been forgiven for biting Holyfield's ear off. And he's done a lot of work towards managing his anger. Plus, this time around, it was just a playful interaction between two very famous people, and it was entirely consensual. I mean, one can argue that his behavior is a sign of his genuine love and affection towards the little guy, and that his gentle personality is a refreshing change from his past reputation as a violent boxer. I mean, we can't deny that, can we? It's clear that Mike isn't the same man that he used to be, you know, from back in the boxing days. In fact, he's become a beloved figure for so many, thanks to his conversations with guests like Hasbulla. This shows a new side of the former heavyweight champion, whether you love him or hate him. Nobody can deny that Tyson is loved by many people all over the world. Sure, the clip of him and Hasbulla may have raised eyebrows among some viewers, but at the end of the day, it seems like the two had a good time and have no hard feelings towards each other. It remains to be seen if they'll meet up again. I mean, Hasbulla did say that they'll do it even bigger next time. So for all we know, they might meet up again. What's clear though is that the little guy managed to make an impression on Iron Mike. Not to mention, this appearance on the Hot Boxing podcast raised his profile even higher in the US. Sure, he's already a social media star who hangs out with the elite UFC fighters like Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov, but he also has over 7 million followers on Instagram and even signed a promotional deal with the UFC last year. Let that sink in for a moment. But many people dislike the rise of influencers in MMA, and Hasbulla's popularity has not been exempt from criticism. Some argue that he's not a legitimate athlete, and that his rise to fame is purely based on his appearance and social media presence. Others see him as a fun addition to the MMA community and appreciate his enthusiasm for combat sports. But he isn't just a viral sensation, he's also a student. And the former boxer took the opportunity during their interview to impart some wise words of advice to the young man. Tyson spoke about the importance of meeting new people and how we can learn from everyone we meet. Yes, even if we don't necessarily like them. He basically said that everybody in here is each other's teacher, so you have to learn from each other. Because according to him, this way, you can learn what not to do by meeting them.
This world is a school, and everyone in here is each other's teacher. Yeah, even when you don't like a person, you can learn what not to do from somebody by meeting them.
That's some wise words coming from someone who's not really known for being spiritual. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Well, Iron Mike has always been famous for being the baddest man on the planet. But now, he's become a beloved figure for many, thanks to his gentle personality and insightful podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. On his show, he's welcomed a wide variety of guests. Sure, this one guest in particular may have caught everyone's attention, and it's clear that there are a lot of different opinions and perspective when it comes to this incident. Some people might see it as harmless fun, while others might see it as inappropriate or even violent behavior. But regardless of how anyone feels about it, the takeaway is that Hasbulla had no problem with his interaction with Tyson. The fans only just wanted the little guy to be treated with respect and dignity, and make it known that engaging in behavior that could be seen as violent or aggressive is never okay. Well, that's all for me about Mike Tyson going too far in his interaction with Hasbulla.